In the arid landscape of the Arabian Peninsula, a profound change began in the early 7th century. This transformation was heralded by the emergence of Islam, a monotheistic faith that rapidly altered the course of history. Islam was founded by the Prophet Muhammad, born in the city of Mecca in 570 CE. Muhammad, revered as the final prophet in Islam, began receiving divine revelations at the age of 40, which were later compiled into the Quran, the holy book of Muslims. Muhammad's message was initially met with resistance from Mecca's ruling tribes, who were threatened by the new faith's challenge to their traditional polytheistic beliefs. Despite early opposition, the message of Islam spread, attracting followers with its emphasis on social justice, monotheism, and community unity. In 622 CE, Muhammad and his followers migrated to Medina, an event known as the Hijra, marking the start of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Muhammad established a theocratic state which laid the foundations for the expansive Islamic civilization. Following Muhammad's death in 632 CE, the nascent Muslim community faced a critical juncture. Leadership passed to the Rashidun caliphs, or rightly guided caliphs, who were tasked with preserving and expanding the Islamic state. These leaders continued Muhammad's mission, overseeing the rapid expansion of Islam beyond the Arabian Peninsula. The origins of Islam set the stage for a civilization that would grow to influence vast regions of the world. Islam's early history is marked by significant conquests and the establishment of a new social and political order, setting the groundwork for future caliphates that would carry the torch of Islamic governance and culture. The Rashidun Caliphate, which lasted from 632 to 661 CE, was a critical period of consolidation and expansion for the Islamic State. Under the leadership of the first four caliphs, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali, the Muslim empire expanded rapidly. These caliphs are celebrated for their piety and leadership during a time of unprecedented growth. The Rashidun era saw the conquest of vast territories, including the Levant, Egypt, and Persia, bringing diverse cultures under Islamic rule. Following the Rashidun Caliphate, the Umayyad Caliphate from 661 to 750 CE marked a new phase of Islamic history. The Umayyads established their capital in Damascus and extended their empire from Spain in the west to India in the east. This period is notable for its architectural achievements like the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem and the administrative innovations that sustained such a vast empire. The Umayyads played a crucial role in spreading Islam and Arabic culture, although their rule was often criticized for being more aristocratic. The Abbasid Caliphate, which succeeded the Umayyads, lasted from 750 to 1258 CE and is often considered the zenith of Islamic civilization. With Baghdad as its capital, the Abbasid era was characterized by cultural flourishing and intellectual achievement. The Abbasids embraced Persian influences and fostered an environment where science, philosophy, and the arts thrived. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad symbolized this golden age, serving as a hub for scholars from various cultures and backgrounds. These successive caliphates laid the foundations of a rich and diverse Islamic civilization. They were instrumental in the spread of Islam, not only as a religion, but also as a cultural and intellectual force, shaping the regions they governed for centuries to come. The Islamic Golden Age, spanning roughly from the 8th to the 14th century, was a period of extraordinary scientific and cultural advancement. During this time, the Muslim world became a melting pot of knowledge, drawing from Greek, Persian, Indian, and Chinese sources. Scholars in the Islamic world made significant contributions to various fields, including mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy, leaving a lasting legacy on world history. One of the most celebrated achievements of this era was the development of algebra by the Persian mathematician Al-Khwarizmi. His seminal work laid the foundation for modern mathematics, introducing concepts that are still in use today. In medicine, figures like Avicenna, also known as Ibn Sina, wrote encyclopedic works that were used as standard medical texts in both the Islamic world and Europe for centuries. The advancements in optics and physics by scholars such as Ibn al-Haytham further exemplify the scientific prowess of the period. Culturally, the Islamic Golden Age was marked by a flourishing of the arts and literature. Poets like Rumi and philosophers such as Al-Farabi and Ibn Rushd, also known as Averroes, contributed to a rich intellectual tradition. This era also witnessed the translation of important Greek and Roman texts into Arabic, preserving them for future generations and facilitating the Renaissance in Europe. The scientific and cultural achievements of the Islamic Golden Age were not only significant in their own right, but also served as a bridge between ancient civilizations and the modern world. This period of intellectual flourishing left an indelible mark on global knowledge and culture, highlighting the importance of cross-cultural exchange and collaboration. The Ottoman Empire, one of the most powerful states in the world for over 6 centuries, began in the late 13th century with the rise of Osman I. It was a formidable force that eventually came to control much of Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. The empire's strategic location and military prowess enabled it to expand rapidly, conquering Constantinople in 1453 and transforming it into Istanbul, the empire's capital. This marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the beginning of Ottoman dominance in the region. Under the leadership of Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century, the Ottoman Empire reached its zenith. Suleiman's reign was marked by significant territorial expansion and a flourishing of arts, culture, and architecture. The legal and administrative reforms he implemented strengthened the empire's governance, ensuring its stability and prosperity. The Ottomans were known for their religious tolerance, allowing a degree of autonomy for minority communities within their vast realm. However, the empire's decline began in the late 17th century as it faced internal strife, administrative inefficiencies, and increasing pressure from European powers. The failure to keep pace with the technological advancements of Europe further weakened the empire, leading to a gradual loss of territories. The 19th century saw the rise of nationalism within the Ottoman territories, leading to a series of uprisings and secessions. The eventual dissolution of the Ottoman Empire after World War I marked the end of a significant era in Muslim history. Its fall gave rise to modern nation-states in the Middle East and North Africa, profoundly reshaping the political landscape of the region. This transition from empire to nation-state continues to influence the geopolitics of the Muslim world today. Section 5. The impact of European colonialism on the Muslim world. The advent of European colonialism in the 18th and 19th centuries had a profound impact on the Muslim world. As European powers expanded their empires, they began colonizing vast swathes of Africa, Asia, and the Middle East, regions with significant Muslim populations. This period was marked by both exploitation and cultural exchange, as colonial powers imposed their political, economic, and cultural systems. Colonialism disrupted traditional societies and economies, leading to significant social and economic changes. Many Muslims found themselves under foreign rule, their lands exploited for resources and their political systems dismantled. This era saw the imposition of new borders, languages, and educational systems, often marginalizing local cultures and traditions. The loss of sovereignty and the introduction of Western legal and administrative systems led to widespread discontent and resistance. Despite the oppressive nature of colonial rule, it also facilitated the spread of ideas and technologies. Exposure to Western education systems and political ideologies, such as nationalism and secularism, prompted significant intellectual and political movements within the Muslim world. These movements often sought to reclaim autonomy and modernize societies in response to colonial challenges. The legacy of colonialism is still evident in the contemporary Muslim world. The arbitrary borders drawn by colonial powers have been sources of ongoing conflict, and the struggle for identity and development in post-colonial states continues. Understanding the impact of colonialism is crucial to comprehending the current socio-political dynamics in many Muslim-majority countries. Section 6. The formation of modern nation-states in the 20th century. The 20th century was a transformative period for the Muslim world, marked by the transition from colonial rule to the formation of modern nation-states. The dissolution of the Ottoman Empire and the end of European colonialism led to the emergence of new countries across the Middle East, Africa, and Asia. This era was characterized by significant political, social, and economic changes as these nations sought to establish their independence and identity. The post-colonial period saw the rise of nationalism and the quest for self-determination. Leaders like Mustafa Kemal Ataturk in Turkey and Gamal Abdel Nasser in Egypt played pivotal roles in shaping new national identities. Ataturk's reforms in Turkey aimed at modernizing and secularizing the state, while Nasser's policies in Egypt emphasized Arab nationalism and socialism. These movements reflected broader trends across the Muslim world, where leaders sought to balance tradition with modernity. However, the path to nationhood was fraught with challenges. Many new states faced internal divisions, economic difficulties, and geopolitical pressures. The arbitrary borders established during colonial rule often exacerbated ethnic and sectarian tensions, leading to conflicts and instability. Moreover, the Cold War influenced political alignments, with many Muslim countries becoming arenas for superpower competition. The formation of modern nation-states has profoundly shaped the political landscape of the Muslim world. While these states have achieved varying degrees of stability and prosperity, they continue to grapple with issues of governance, development, and identity. The legacy of the 20th century remains a defining factor in the region's ongoing quest for peace and progress. Section 7. Contemporary issues facing the global Muslim community. In the 21st century, the global Muslim community faces a myriad of challenges that are both diverse and complex. These issues range from socio-economic inequalities and political instability to the impacts of globalization and climate change. As a faith community spanning numerous cultures and countries, Muslims today navigate a rapidly changing world while striving to uphold their religious and cultural identities. One of the pressing issues is the socio-political upheaval in many Muslim-majority countries. Conflicts in regions such as the Middle East and Africa have led to humanitarian crises, with millions displaced and in need of assistance. The rise of extremist ideologies and terrorist groups has further complicated the geopolitical landscape, often leading to increased surveillance and discrimination against Muslims worldwide. Economic disparities and youth unemployment are significant challenges, particularly in regions with rapidly growing populations. Many Muslim countries struggle with providing adequate education and job opportunities, leading to social unrest and migration. Additionally, the effects of climate change pose a serious threat, with many Muslim countries vulnerable to extreme weather, water scarcity, and food insecurity. As the global Muslim community continues to evolve, it must also address the challenges of integrating into increasingly multicultural societies. Balancing religious traditions with modern lifestyles, combating Islamophobia, and advocating for social justice are vital for fostering harmonious coexistence. These contemporary issues underscore the need for dialogue and cooperation within the Muslim world and beyond. Section 8. The current state of the Muslim world. Today, the Muslim world is a mosaic of cultures, languages, and traditions, representing over 1 billion people across the globe. It encompasses a diverse range of societies, from the oil-rich Gulf states to populous countries like Indonesia and Nigeria. This diversity is both a strength and a challenge, as it requires navigating complex issues of identity, governance, and development. Economically, the Muslim world presents a mixed picture. While some countries boast significant wealth and modern infrastructure, others face economic challenges and poverty. The reliance on natural resources, such as oil and gas, remains a critical factor influencing regional economies and geopolitics. Efforts to diversify economies and invest in education, technology, and innovation are underway, but progress is uneven. Politically, the Muslim world is characterized by a variety of governance systems, from monarchies and authoritarian regimes to democracies. The quest for political stability and effective governance continues, with many countries grappling with issues of corruption, human rights, and political reform. The Arab Spring uprisings of the early 2010s highlighted the desire for change and accountability, although the outcomes have been mixed. Culturally and socially, the Muslim world is vibrant and dynamic, contributing to global arts, sciences, and literature. The interplay between tradition and modernity is evident in the ways communities adapt to contemporary challenges while preserving their cultural heritage. The current state of the Muslim world reflects both the opportunities and trials of a complex and interconnected era. Section 9. Future prospects for the Muslim world. Looking towards the future, the Muslim world stands at a crossroads, facing both significant opportunities and formidable challenges. The potential for growth and development is immense, given the region's youthful population and rich cultural heritage. However, realizing this potential will require addressing critical issues such as governance, economic sustainability, and social cohesion. One of the key areas for future development is education. Investing in quality education and skills training is essential for empowering the next generation to drive innovation and economic growth. By harnessing the talents and aspirations of young people, the Muslim world can unlock new opportunities for prosperity and leadership in the global arena. Another important aspect is fostering greater unity and cooperation among Muslim-majority countries. By working together to address common challenges such as climate change, migration, and economic inequality, the Muslim world can strengthen its collective voice on the global stage. This includes promoting peace, stability, and development within and beyond its borders. The future prospects for the Muslim world are intertwined with global dynamics, requiring engagement and dialogue with the broader international community. Embracing diversity, fostering innovation, and promoting social justice are crucial for building a more inclusive and sustainable future. As the Muslim world navigates the complexities of the 21st century, it has the potential to contribute positively to global peace and progress. As we conclude our journey through the rich and diverse history of the Muslim world, it is essential to reflect on the enduring legacy that continues to resonate today. This chapter will delve into the significant contributions of the Caliphate, the remarkable achievements of Muslim scientists, and the profound teachings of the Quran and Hadith. We will explore how these elements have shaped the course of history and continue to influence the modern world. Pause 2s. The Caliphate, a symbol of unity and leadership, laid the foundation for a civilization that prioritized knowledge, justice, and cultural exchange. Under the Rashidun, Umayyad, and Abbasid caliphates, the Muslim world experienced unprecedented growth in science, philosophy, and the arts. These caliphates fostered an environment where scholars from diverse backgrounds could collaborate and innovate, leading to breakthroughs that still benefit us today. Pause 2s. Muslim scientists such as Al-Khwarizmi, Ibn Sina, and Al-Razi made pioneering contributions to fields such as mathematics, medicine, and astronomy. Their works were not only groundbreaking, but also served as a bridge between ancient knowledge and the Renaissance. These scholars exemplify the spirit of inquiry and intellectual pursuit that remains a cornerstone of Islamic tradition. Pause 2s. The Quran and Hadith continue to offer profound guidance and inspiration to millions around the world. Their teachings emphasize compassion, justice, and the pursuit of knowledge. These texts have shaped ethical frameworks and legal systems, influencing societies far beyond the Muslim world. Pause 2s. Today, the legacy of the Muslim world is evident in our daily lives, from the numbers we use to the medical practices that save lives. The spirit of innovation, cultural richness, and ethical guidance from the Islamic tradition continues to inspire and shape the modern world. Pause 2s. As we look to the future, let us remember the lessons of the past and the enduring contributions of the Muslim world. By embracing the values of unity, knowledge, and justice, we can build a more inclusive and prosperous global community. The journey of the Muslim world is far from over. It is a continuing story of resilience, innovation, and hope. Pause 2s. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Muslim world's past, present, and future. May we all draw inspiration from this rich heritage as we navigate the complexities of our modern world. Pause 3s. Until next time, peace be upon you. Pon.